Man, I love it. So I actually scrubbed these walls by hand. I scrubbed the floor. These are black. It was just a whole, but it was years of grease. These floors were black. I scrubbed every single floor. I found out that a lot of the grout's missing. So we'll be doing, so I just put a job listing for someone to fix the grout. I love it. It's really small and petite. I haven't gotten my bed yet, so I've been sleeping on the IKEA couch. IKEA is so cool because, for one, it's not known as high end. So like I get these deliveries in the neighborhood, and the neighborhood's low income, but like I don't look rich because it's IKEA. It's really functional, but no one's like, oh, let me break into that house to get IKEA furniture. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get some lights, those IKEA lights, those cool ones. So IKEA in a pinch was really cool because I didn't have any previous furniture, but it's cool to just get stuff. Last 5, 6, 7 years, and then when it's time to renew, you can renew. Well, you don't have to renew the cases. So I pretty much am going to keep this fringe a little bit, but I'm going to bring a lot of American style, like, maybe an accent piece there or some 3D design. The one thing I have to do right here where the TV goes is I gotta get, sorry, I'm trying to turn this thing around. Here, I'm going to get TV. But I'm also going to get an electric wall fireplace. I have them at my place in DC. I absolutely love it. And it's funny because it's perfect because there's this, right here on the floor is a heater. Can you see it? No, I think it's blocking. So this is a heater. It's broken. So I was going to get a heater anyways and place it over here. I'm trying to turn this thing around, but I can't turn it around. No, it just took a picture of me. Sorry, I feel like I'm old. I'm gonna just have to show it with my hands. So, I was gonna get a new heater and place it here, which is right next to this small little enclave. So, it's just a little bit better because then the heat would just stay hit this small wall here and just stay in this area. But an electric fireplace here would be perfect because I have an electric and they're Bluetooth. A little pricey, so I'm sacrificing other things I'm not buying so I can have the funds for the electric fireplace. It's not like I can't make money, but I'm just really frugal. So even though I might have it, I don't know, you get in the mindset of being frugal, so you don't do it. And you just stay in the mindset, even if you have money, but if you stay in the mindset, you keep money, right? So I will get the fireplace. It's a bit more expensive, so instead of getting the air fryer, I'm not going to get that because they're about the same price. So we're going to stay on budget. So yeah, this is the French apartment. I love it. I hope you guys got a good view. So these two things, I got secondhand. Also dating the guy who runs the secondhand store, but that's another video. It's really masculine. I love it. So this one, I got a good price for this one. I got a good price for this one. Afterwards, he asked me on a date. We went on a date. We're going on another date. Then we're going on another date. That's just me. So that's fun. So this is the petite apartment. It's coming along. I love the big walls. This is a very petite apartment in France, but France isn't like other European countries in the sense that you're not going to live in a city and get anything big like this. This is a really good size, and the only reason it's this size is because it's in like the part of town that white French people think is really terrible. And it might be, but it hasn't touched me. Maybe because everyone thinks I'm a local, so it might be terrible, and I'm just not seeing it. So that's the reason I got a pretty decent size and 2-bedroom, which is big. But I looked from January 2024, and I finally found this in June. So that was 6 months of looking, right? So not necessarily easy to find it at a price that I wanted. So yeah, would I recommend everyone moving for France? No, it's not for everybody. This place is not for everybody. You need to have a certain energy, I think, to really enjoy France. It's just, if I'm being very honest, it's sort of like an upper echelon energy. There's no BS for being less than you can think there is, but for me, there's no energy for not being sort of top of your game in some ways to really have fun here. And so I am top of my game. Like, I might be laid back and seem that way to you, but no, like, I'm on it. And, you know, my French after 2 years is really good. Well, it's good enough where I can talk to people who speak no English completely. And that goes a long way for them going, oh, this isn't someone you can just sort of, and that's someone that you just flip away, right? Because of the work I put in just in everything, right? Like, an American, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. So, if you're someone who's on top of your game, France is a perfect place because they really respect that a lot. And my energy is very, I know I'm American and I love America. Like, I think for me, I think everyone should really get into living in two places. Like, I feel like Hispanics have such, like Mexicans, they love Mexico, but they work in the States and they go back and forth. I feel like that's the perfect lifestyle for everyone. And it doesn't have to necessarily be expensive, right? Because you can get over there by a cheap plane ticket and live in a very low cost of living. But I think everyone should have like two places, even within the States, where like you can spend per year. I think we need to rethink everything and live more modestly and more minimalistically so that it's possible for you to work 6 months a year in a certain location. And then the other 6 months you're traveling or doing something overseas. And I think we all should, or living in another part. And I feel like we all need to get acculturated to like that idea instead of having a job for 40 years. Like, just get a job that pays the bills, live modestly, so the money you save, you can go to Mexico for 6 months and visit family, or Africa, or the Caribbean, or Europe. Because there are places here that, you know, for a few months, or even within the States, like work in Las Vegas, but then you go back. So I know everyone wants that permanency, but if you can open yourself up to everything will be all right and be okay with like temporary stuff. If I ever, like, I make money online and I'm living in a vibration where it just comes at this point. And I've done a lot of reparations work. So people who owed me paid me spiritually, and that manifests down and making it very easy to manifest. But like, if I did do any sort of work at this point, because I leave every month, it would be like, can I do temp work for 7 days or 15 days? Funny enough, I'm finding there's a lot of racism and stuff in temp work. So that's sort of interesting. But like, looking at things where like I'm not tied down and there's no permanency, but I keep my costs pretty low and on budget, so it doesn't matter. So I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know, so I'm sleeping on this couch. It's an IKEA couch. They call it click clack, where you move this out and it transforms into a bed. So until I get my bed, which is going to be on my next trip, this is it. So au revoir.